Once I start to lose my erection, I can't seem to get it up again. What should I do? Hi, my name is Martha. I'm a clinical sexologist with a doctorate in human sexuality. I'm also a relationship coach, and you can find me at Eros Coaching. That's eroscoaching.com. So this is actually a very common scenario and a very common question, contrary to what a lot of people might think. One of the things that happens with people with penises is that erect means good, no erect means no good. And this seems to be the way they connect with their sexuality through their penis. And I just want to say our sexuality is way more than just our connection with your penis. And one of the things that happens is a lot of people that I work with feel that they need to get going by first getting erect. And one of the things they do when they're by themselves is they just turn on porn. So they get the porn going, they start watching it. The porn is something external. It gets them excited and aroused, and then they get an erection. When they get an erection, all systems go. So then they start masturbating. I always say this, we tend to masturbate quietly, quickly, secretly. Quietly, because we don't want people to know. Quickly, we are afraid of someone interrupting us. We are afraid of getting tired, for instance, in our hand. And we do it silently. We usually do it with no sound. And this seems to be a pattern. So what happens is, just bear with me now. What happens is, it's like once the system gets started, then there needs to be a conclusion, finale, finish. And it's all about getting from point A, get erect, to ejaculate. So from erect to ejaculate. From point A to point B as quickly as possible. I understand that we don't really have privacy. So one of the challenges that happens when you keep doing this over and over again, it becomes a habit, it's a pattern. And when do you actually play with your erection then? When do you actually play with being comfortable with getting erect, losing it, and getting it up again? Because losing of erection triggers emotions of anxiety, insecurity, and inadequacy. So if you are not comfortable with losing your erection, then how is it that you're going to stay calm and collected and then get your erection back up again? You need to be comfortable with your erection in the first place. So most people with penises don't necessarily play with their bodies, much less with their erection or arousal in their body. It's always external focus, generally with porn. And so what I'm saying is, if you want to become comfortable with losing your erection and getting it up again, practice. And one of the easiest ways to practice is by yourself. And sure, there will be negative emotions that will come up, and that is part of the learning. You're just trying something different. Most people, when I say this, they say, oh yeah, you're right. I actually have never tried. If you've never tried, then how are you going to develop confidence? So I remember this story that I read about how this hockey team, I think, were learning how to play hockey, ice hockey. And the first thing that the coach made them do was to practice falling down so that it becomes fun. And then they talk about playing with the little hockey thing, the ball or whatever you call it. And then they talk about scoring. So the coach made the hockey players develop joy and fearlessness when it comes to falling down. And from there, that sense of passion, we play, they start playing with the I don't know what you call it, the hockey ball. And then they start even talking about scoring. So it's almost seems to be the reverse when it comes to sex, isn't it? Because we're talking about scoring, and then we don't talk about like being comfortable with sexuality. We don't talk about playing, and then we much less talk about like falling, like being comfortable with the erection, like losing the erection. So what if more people with penises were comfortable with their erection and the lack of? they wouldn't have that anxiety that will actually result in them not being able to get it up again. So this is Martha sharing with you this simple practice that you can start to include into your self-pleasure practice. And it sounds like common sense. Unfortunately, common sense has become uncommon because of the lack of sex education. And so a lot of people have a lot of fear and anxiety around it, which is completely understandable. So I want you to know that you are not alone. I work with clients with concerns all the time. So this is Martha, and leave a comment below. And if you have questions, you can always post it below and or email me at ask@eroscoaching.com.